W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of When I Grow Up, Conversations with Adults in Search of Adulthood by Moya Sarner, narrated by the author. Of all the hateful possibilities, growth and maturation are feared and detested most frequently. Wilfred Bion. Introduction. Beginnings. Train in the Distance, sung by Paul Simon. When I was a baby, just starting to crawl, my grandpa helped me learn by crouching down on the floor in my parents' home and dangling his keys in front of me. He would shuffle backwards as I wobbled towards him, all knees and arms. I was entranced by him and his keys, their jangle and shine, and he was besotted with me, grinning with delight at my development, at my beginning to grow up. I have no memory of this scene taking place, but I do remember very clearly, as a child of 5 or so, sitting on the sofa, watching baby me on the shaky home video taken by my mother with her handheld camcorder. My grandpa died when I was in my early teens, more than 20 years ago now, so he never got to see me as an adult with a husband and a home of our own. Or, should I say, he never got to see me as a supposed adult. Because long after I was old enough to be a grown-up, it felt to me like I was still reaching after that jangle and shine, as if he had held the keys to growing up in front of me when I was a babe, and no matter how many faltering steps I took, adulthood was always just out of my grasp. I needed to write this book because I did not feel like a grown-up. To outside observers, I was an adult, and there were times, such as at work as a journalist or cooking dinner for friends, where I did feel like a mature, capable, responsible, grown-up woman in her 30s. But at apparently random moments, my non-adultness would pop out, like the time I opened my kitchen bin to find the underside of the lid thick and throbbing with squiggly maggots, and immediately texted my mother to ask what to do. It was as if I had no mind of my own, Google had never been invented, and I had no capacity or nous to rely on. More often, though, this feeling was nebulous, not so pin-downable. I carried around this weight of something delayed, something underdeveloped, something I needed but did not have. Although I had passed my driving test, I had not actually driven for years because I was afraid of crashing. I had a license that said I was a driver, but I knew that deep down, I wasn't one. So, what to make of this hybrid, both and neither, not quite grown-up state?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?